what to do. Hello. Welcome. It's our 51st Isle of Roux episode.
Not our 1 year.
No, not yet.
1 year ago today, I think we're putting on a Christmas dinner.
Yeah, our last one at Rumble House.
This is our second not having a community dinner. So we had a community dinner at Thanksgiving and at
Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas twice a year.
We are still.
And now we are alone.
But we're thinking about our community, thinking about everybody, and we're thinking about this beautiful land. The Creator gifted us with this land that we are blessed to share and care for together. We acknowledge that the land we gather on will consist is the ancestral territory of the Siksika Sitapi, the Siksika, the Gaina, the Piikani, and the Amskapi Piikani. We acknowledge all First Nations and Métis of Treaty 7 lands, the Sirtena, the Ithkabi, which includes Bearspaw, Chiniki, and Goodstoney. We commit to advancing reconciliation guided by truth, respecting treaty laws, and humbly walking alongside First Nations, Métis, and Inuit. We recognize all who live, work, play, and make art on these lands, and who now call this place home. Well, we hope you're cozy somewhere. We hope you are with where are you? We hope that
change the camera a bit.
Yeah.
Or are we gonna move down? Why don't you move down?
Move down.
Yeah.
That is easy. Wow. There we go. Hi, Scott. Nice to see you.
Am I kind of on screen?
Yeah. I'll go more. Merry Christmas to you, Scott. We hope you're having a nice evening. And there. Is it good?
It doesn't really matter if I'm in because I'm drawing.
Oh,
Is this your stuff?
Yeah. Look, I'm working on a Yule goat. Also, I'm going to see if I can make one right now, like physically. So it's
A goat?
Yeah.
Just appear?
Yeah. So, you know.
It's terrifying.
You never know what's going to happen on the Isle.
I'm looking at Gary Winograd.
Oh, so good.
Gary. And I think I'll do a really slow painting tonight.
Oh, that's lovely.
I am so sorry about taking over the table.
Honestly, it's totally fine.
Honestly.
I just like hanging out with you. I have all this.
So this paper is going to be for cyanotype for the most part. So I'm going to pull it from the pad. That way the pad will stay nice. Cyanotype.
That's nice.
We had a bit of a crisis today because we thought maybe something got delivered. And it didn't. Well, half delivered.
It said it was ready for pickup. I just said from Calgary, and I was like, that does not.
You'll find it somewhere. I'm going to get a peanuts pad.
Oh, nice.
Joe cool?
Joe is cool.
Oh, I use Joe. It's all stained up. Oh, it's kind of ugly.
I think because you used that last week.
I use it for cyanotype.
Yeah.
Which, once it gets in light, really ugly stuff up. You gotta be super dynamic. No pressure.
This is very good. I'm going to try. Should I go small? Big. Small, big. I don't want to go too big.
It's not my string.
Or else the goat. What?
Where'd you find that? Just took my string?
Yeah. It's not string. And I'm going to make a Yule goat out of it. Everything. Oh, yeah. The green one's mine. Is it okay if I use your red?
I was kidding. I didn't. It was really mine.
And use the green to make the goat and then the red to tie it together. That's it.
Here's a funny thing.
Yeah.
I don't usually pre-draw my paintings. Only I have been for months because I just love.
Your pen.
Yeah, like it really comes down to I like my pen.
I like that.
Yeah. You're watching the screen? Are we working as a team here?
Yeah.
Because last time I had my head over top of my drawer.
Oh, but you look very good right now. Your hand is perfect.
Were you looking?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
But I
I'll just
implicit trust in you.
no.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
Like I was counting on you for backup.
I'm backing you up right now. I got you.
Like
And
in Greece.
Can I tell you?
What?
You set it up beautifully tonight. Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you, Jessica.
You took me on a nice date today.
Yeah. Really, like a date just means we turn the cell phones off.
We went.
Because we spend all our time together.
But it's like.
No, but you have to like actually consciously make a decision to lock everybody out.
And that's not even. Well, I guess so. But it's also like that idea of. Because we don't always have our cell phones out here, but it's also like going somewhere like a trip. Like sometimes we go on a walk and it's like a date.
Well, I'll often say, I'm not helping anybody with anything today.
Right.
Although those are always the days we get like 50 phone calls like, I'm in jail, come get me.
And, we'll be there.
I was telling Felix the other day, like I'm pretty tough, but I'm not like prison tough. So I was telling Felix like I wouldn't do well in prison, and Felix like, I think you would. And I was like, what is he talking about? He's like, because you have all those friends in jail. Oh, you knew about
that? Very funny.
We don't edit much, hey? I'm actually a little bit peeved. This is a little backwards because we hate Trump. But I'm a little bit peeved how, like, the idea of being in a photo with Epstein means that you're part of the problem.
There are many other reasons why he is.
Sure. No, I'm not defending him. But what I'm saying is, like, I am in photos with all kinds of people.
Oh, I see.
And I don't think standing next to somebody necessarily means you're part of everything they're doing, right? And, like, posing is different, too, right? Like, I think they called us all down to the lobby one year because LaGrange, how do you say her name?
Adriana, LaGrange.
Yeah. Was at my school, and they wanted us to pose with her. I was like, I'm not posing with her. And I thought it was kind of like actually pretty uncomfortable that they would want us to do that, right?
Very inappropriate.
Yeah, like I specifically really didn't believe in what she was saying and doing, so
she was actively hurting.
Tied my shoelaces for like 10 minutes. Tie them,
Retie
untie them, pull my laces out,
bought new laces,
put them back in. But what was I saying? Oh yes, no, I just think like that the idea of inclusionism meant we had to have our doors open to some scoundrels. Yeah.
Can I tell you something though?
No, I know Epstein wasn't doing inclusionism, but I'm just saying like.
No, I was going to say something else though too.
What were you going to
say? That's why it goes in addition to you live your life with integrity, and when you are like in photos with people, then if you're living your life with integrity, then they're like, oh yeah, but obviously that was not like that.
You know what though? Like I get what you're saying, but also that seems wrong to me.
Why?
Well, it's like integrity privilege.
I think there should be an integrity privilege if you're living your life like I don't, but you do. You live your life impeccably.
Right. But I don't think that gives me a pass.
No, because you're
and
always
I also
gonna
don't think that
life.
Like maybe if somebody hasn't been impeccable, it means that they're I'm not making excuses for the bad guys. I'm just saying that like there's something to be said for giving people the grace to dictate their own identities, not based on who you've opened yourself up to, right? Because we could have people that were bad people come to the gallery. We might have known they were bad people, but because we made this, and there were times when I had to like tell people you're bad, you can't come in. But there's also times when it was like, I can't tell that person not to come in because they've been decent while they were here, right? So, like, a lot of people wanted me to intervene on their squabbles, right? So and so's not welcome anymore, and it's like literally they're dictating to me like I have to kick this person out because they had a breakup. I was like, well, that's got nothing to do with art. And generally, like the people that we would keep in our lives weren't also the people telling us who we had to lock out of the space. So there was a lot of like people that were causing problems being singled out by people that had a tendency to cause problems.
That has to do with people struggling with mental health for sure.
Sure, but that's what I'm saying is like we opened our doors to people that were definitely struggling with mental health issues, which is like, that's what we did. But at the same time, you have to consider like there'd be people 1 week they'd gone off on their family, the next week they'd gone off on their business partner, and the next week they'd gone off on the person they came in with, and the next week they'd gone off on this, and then it's like, it's a matter of time before they turn on you. You're like,
I think
I sat there talking to this fella about who was joking about, not joking, but making comments about, he claimed to have a gun, and he was going off about his neighbor. And I was just like trying to help him, talk him down from doing something drastic. But you don't know if you should call the police when somebody just mentions something stupid, or if you should talk them out of trouble. I mean, really, if we called the police every time somebody did something stupid in that space, it was terrifying. I'll get the phone over here. You guys do it. Hello. Hey, how are you? Merry Christmas, Doug.
I'm sitting downtown.
Yeah.
At a place called Cafe, and I met a lady who's an artist.
Yeah.
And I told her about Rumble House, and I said, Wednesdays, and I went, wait, today's a Wednesday? Are you guys still? I know that you're no longer in that property, right?
Yeah.
But you're still doing online auctions.
We don't really do the auctions anymore. We've tried a few, but it's a different crowd. So now we're on broadcasting right now, and we're just drawing and talking. So yeah, we don't. It's kind of like the first half of the Rumble House where the socializing happens, but we don't really do the sales anymore.
Okay, so you're live streaming right now?
Yeah.
Is it on Instagram or Facebook?
Both.
everything, and
Yeah.
YouTube.
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Here, I'm gonna put you
Merry
on.
Christmas.
Is it okay if I put you on speaker? You are on live. Okay. Hold on.
Absolutely.
Here we go.
Hi to everybody out there in live streaming land.
There we go.
Which is a wonderful cafe. Please, everybody come down here and patronize this place.
Nice.
What's the place?
Yeah.
Can you say it again?
It's called Hutch Cafe. My
Oh!
friend Bea discovered this, and it's a wonderful place.
Yeah.
Like the environment is just beautiful here.
It is so
Yeah.
beautiful. We bought some of they have really beautiful stainless steel latte cups that we bought.
Yeah, we're
from-
almost always drinking out of
Hey,
it.
no, I just had the best mocha I've ever had.
That is so
Yeah.
fun.
I think,
What
and
a
then
wonderful Christmas Christmas Eve to be sharing it with you guys
Yeah,
and some new friends here
that is so
that I
lovely.
met.
Yeah, this is actually our first not Christmas Eve,
Like not at the space.
because we would always have a Christmas dinner for people on tonight.
I know. Can I let me know where you are on Instagram so I can tell them to look it up, to check out your live stream right now.
Rumble House Live Art.
Yeah.
Rumble House Live Art.
Yep.
On Instagram.
Yep.
Okay. And are you streaming from your home?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And what time do you guys wrap? Like at 9 o'clock, or
Yeah.
are you guys going to go to at 9?
We kind of go till we get tired, but usually 9 or sometimes 9:30.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. Rumble House Live Art, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll look it up. And I don't know if I'll get a chance to see you, but I'm going to text you something, though.
Awesome.
Okay?
It's wonderful to hear from you, Doug.
It's wonderful to hear from you guys, too.
We love you.
Giving you big virtual hugs, and to everybody else that's out there listening.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
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 Oh, this feels so much like Sesame Street.
Right. That's actually why we started the Christmas movie, actually,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Oh my gosh, that was a nice thing to watch again.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to put it up.
Yeah, so it was now 6 years ago? 7 years ago.
I don't know.
2018. 8 years ago. 7 years ago. 7 years ago, we had an early snow, and Rich Teru went. You know, it'd be really nice, inspired by the
Did I say nice or fun?
fun.
I don't know if use that word.
You don't use the word nice.
Yeah.
But we had. I think that was like when we saw Bill Murray's Christmas, and we always watched the.
No. It was the years before. Every year you would go to your mom's house for Christmas,
Mhm.
and I would stay at the gallery to
Keep it open.
keep the doors open for strangers.
Mhm.
And then more and more strangers were coming, and there was almost always a constant stream of strangers coming in, or not always strangers, but sometimes just people that were had nowhere else to go.
Right.
So each year I thought I should be broadcasting this because it was just such a fun night sitting in the gallery.
Yeah, you'd always tell me like, oh, and then so and so came
Yeah,
by.
like literally just the way the phone went, it would just be one after the other. Somebody would be calling nonstop, or dropping in, and we had chicken, or Kentucky Fried Chicken, always.
we
and,
transitioned to Popeyes.
We tried
What we
to.
always had.
We tried to transition to Popeyes, but it seemed like every year somebody would bring us Kentucky Fried Chicken.
That's true. It was our thing for sure.
Like even like the year we decided to give up on Kentucky, Mark showed up at our wedding with like
Oh yeah, that was so nice.
$280 worth of Kentucky as a wedding gift. So I would sit in the gallery and I would feed people that were
Yeah.
feeling low or alone, had nowhere to go. I would feed them chicken.
Or that would just be coming in to see you.
That was a bit of a problem. So we did not want people skipping out on their family obligations to come and join us, and they did on the regular. So it wasn't an excuse to miss your own family. It wasn't supposed to be an excuse to miss your own family. But we would ask that people stick to spending time with their families if they could, and if they had nowhere to go, they were certainly welcome to come and have some chicken with me. And nobody stayed. Like, and there was kind of a weird, like, sort of like pattern to it. Like, hello, oh, it's Mr. Struther, you know, how are you doing? And then he'd walk away. And as soon as I was alone, the door would open up again, like, ding, ding. It's like, hey, we're just wondering what you're doing. And so it was intriguing the way it unfolded. And I thought it ended up being a bit of a missed opportunity when it came to like the spectacle of like what we actually did. It was super interesting. So
It was very sweet.
yeah. I spent the day drawing. I also last year on this day dropped my motorcycle and broke my arm. And the same thing happened yesterday, so I might need to get my arm checked because it shouldn't pop out of socket when I lose my balance. But I lost my balance yesterday, and my arm popped out. I slipped, and then my arm popped out when I was regaining my balance. And that might be like just the extreme that my body will go to not hit the ground. For right now, I'm leaning my arm on the table. It's not lifting properly. And we watched a movie yesterday. Today? We finished it today.
Oh. In the Mood for Love?
So, what a cheesy name. And I passed it over so many times, thinking there's no way a good film would be called this. And it was the best film I'd ever seen.
It was definitely, I think, both our favorites now. New favorites.
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't need a Hollywood ending every time, but I wanted that guy to catch some wind, you know? Like, it didn't. Maybe I just spoiler alerted you, but it's definitely a tragedy.
It was so beautiful, though. I was looking up the director, and there's many movies that we can watch.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, was it the director that mattered? Because you never really know.
You're right.
What makes a thing like that? Was it
Because,
the story writer?
And then was it that like moment in time with all of the pieces coming together?
Right. And it wasn't that moment in time because it was actually made in 2000. And it was made to look like it was made in the 60s, which is like wild that somebody went to that great lengths to make it look so retro.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Like when you told me that it was made in 2000, I was very shocked.
Yeah. Oh.
Lace eye.
Yeah. We have people with us? Where does it say? Oh, there are people with us. Did
That's
anybody
so
we
nice.
know log in? I can't. Sometimes I lose track of like what people's preferences are for having the content shared to them. And I'm sure I don't get them the content the way they want it. Like the here's the link.
Oh, they can always message us too, though. They know that. Yeah, so we've been looking at a lot of beautiful photography, and we've been like taking photos. We've been just like immersing in a lot of like really beautiful aesthetics. And then watching that movie was a really beautifully aesthetic moment. Moments. And like you said, the plot and like the subtlety of the storyline and the
On the colors.
the colors, the design.
There's this really cute guy at the London Drugs. We're kind of just literally this week outgrowing London Drugs. It was like our lifeline for the last few months. And then just recently we're like, maybe we're not going to go there anymore. And that had to do with finding a way that we can develop our film at home. And we're now not quite to the point where we're going to start developing the negatives at home. Who that? Was it?
I don't know yet. Someone said Merry Christmas, Pay.
Thanks.
The movie is called In the Mood for Love.
I'm in the mood for love. Simply because you are near me, Darling. Do you know that song?
Yes.
Where do you know it from? There's a reason I'm asking.
Where do I know?
I know it from the Little Rascals.
I don't know where I know. It could be that too.
Yeah. So we ordered a enlarger for our darkroom. We're not going to use it in a conventional manner if it's possible. We're going to try printing cyanotype. Photos to start. And if that works, we'll work our way up to the. Is it silver? Is that what do you call the traditional kind of photo? We're self-taught.
Yeah.
There have been a few awkward moments in the camera store where it's like Rich and Jess kind of went. A phrase I learned from Glenn, balls deep into photography, and the learning curve's been quite jarring. But I remember, can I say this about you? You said you were talking about not being able to take photos in the inside, and I didn't really know what you meant by that, but it seemed to me like it must have been like a you thing because I wasn't. And I thought it was more of an intimidation thing.
I
tell you
do,
the truth.
yeah, and I do often like create these boundaries for myself. Like, nope, that doesn't work, and then
Right.
I just kind of like.
Okay, so but like when I was looking at the camera I bought you, I said out loud, quoting you, "Oh, that looks like a camera she can use inside." And then, unfortunately, the guy I was talking to at the store. And they're so nice there. But this guy, I think he was trying to like build like community with me by like maybe slagging some imaginary customer. But he'd said, I'd said, oh, like, so that won't be a problem taking photos inside. That you were having problems shooting photos inside, right?
I didn't know how to, yeah.
When we went to go buy the camera, not the guy that was serving us, but the guy I'd spoken to the week before,
no worries, Kelly,
didn't recognize me and told me the story of some idiot walking in the store who wanted to buy this camera, but like had asked the question, "Oh, is that a camera I can shoot inside?" And I was like, "Oh man, he doesn't recognize me. That's awkward." And I was that guy. So there's no chance that more than 2 people in the world were looking at this camera. They were kind of giving us the you better buy it now because there's somebody else looking at it. I'm like, I'm both people, thanks. Like
I am that person.
And one of us is offended.
The camera store is super groovy.
Yeah. So we do love them. And but this one guy kind of got caught. I guess maybe technically like I said, I was quoting you, but like he thought he was quoting me, and then he quoted me to me. There's about 5 guys in there I really love. One guy I'll never buy anything from again. But we literally were like, I didn't know what you meant when you said you couldn't take pictures inside. And just yesterday, I took a photo lit by a candle, which was pretty exciting because that was definitely outside of my skill set a month ago. But I feel bad that like just that we're kind of like I think learning pretty fast curve, but also like we tend to like really dive into stuff, right? So
hyperfixation.
Right. So they probably.
What camera did we get? I bought.
Who's asking? Oh yeah.
Rich bought a Leica 3F for me.
Oh yeah.
For me, from the camera store, and then Rich found an M4 for himself. But I got a 1951 Leica. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, we both got Leicas.
Yeah. But it was really nice to find
And
that one at the.
you know what? We have some really good friends that we love so much, and it's funny because almost everybody that we've run into since we bought the cameras said, "Is that a Leica?" And no harm done, no harm, no foul. But it's interesting that like that. I didn't know that there was a counterculture, anti-bougie, Leica movement. That I guess the hipsters are buying Leica cameras and.
Well,
Now, okay, can I criticize hipsters for being like retro when I only listen to records and then now I'm working backwards in time with my film equipment? Maybe I can, maybe I can't. Who knows?
no, I think what you were saying was like that's where this like thing comes from.
Well, I think that I got access to a lot of things because of if there's like a backwards trend or something's happening that way. That's where you end up becoming like on a mailing list or something where you're like, oh my God, I can get this camera. So I was definitely listening to records by myself for 20 years before the resurgence of I was thinking of getting a Zork. How do you say it? Is it? I don't know how to say it, but those keep showing up in my
Cool.
in my feed, and they look wicked. And they seem to be not expensive, but every now and then you see like a Leica that's not very expensive. You're like, this is a hustle. Like, ooh, it seems too good to be true. If you want to send us a picture of your Zorki.
I just imagine it being like.
I think they're like I don't know the details. I think they're somehow. Well, I know they're Russian. I know that much.
Oh, you're talking about that. That's
right.
awesome.
But I kind of think they might be like a Russian hack, where they like figured out how Leicas were made and then reverse engineered Leicas, or if it was just at the same time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Oh, just as you know, anybody that wants to can join us simply by copy, and then you click on that link. Did it go up? Yeah. And then if you want to click on that link, you can join us. Okay, so I know that song. I'm in the mood for love from the Little Rascals, because Alfalfa would always sing that. Now, have you ever seen the Little Rascals? Yeah. Okay. Do you know who Alfalfa is?
Yeah.
When did you see the Little Rascals?
When I was little.
Certainly not on TV, though.
VHS. I had a VHS.
Okay. Now, what I was going to tell you was, do you remember in my favorite movie, It's a Wonderful Life? The guy is like, oh, why don't you stop bothering people? Remember that scene?
Yeah.
Do you know who that is? The guy that had the key. Do you further know I have the key to that pool?
No, I don't know that guy.
That was the adult Alfalfa.
Oh my goodness.
I know, right?
There, look at that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is so beautiful.
Can I hold up the camera?
That is lovely.
So, and do you find you like to shoot a lot of the film? Because right now, film's the thing that's keeping me sane. We've been developing tanks of film almost every day. I will say this. I saw a thing on the social media where this lady's friend passed away, and they have a pact. Like, do you know this one?
Yeah.
Where
That she has to get into the house and like
yeah,
there's like a burn box.
yeah, right.
I
Is that a thing that everybody does, or I thought it was pretty innovative? Like, I never really thought of that, but
think it's just people that have things that they want to keep secret.
photographers, yeah. Film fridge, amazing. Silver gelatin, right? So I don't for sure know that I can get away with making cyanotan prints out of my negatives, but I'm going to try it, and then we're going to try developing our actual prints maybe in the summer. I was kind of also thinking maybe this Christmas, but I caught just kicked me in the ear when I suggested it.
Didn't actually, but my eyebrow raised just slightly.
I would rather
I kick you in the ear.
you kick me in the ear than give me the look that you gave me on that day. One is way
That's true.
one is way more hurtful than the other.
You are more affected by the side eye.
For sure. All right, I got this vintage. Here's the other thing. The photographers that I liked for the last 20 years have shifted since I started shooting differently. And it was also really funny that you and I had to all at once understand how the apertures worked with the lighting. Because up until one particular moment in life, we always had the auto, right, to fall back on.
Mhm.
And it wasn't until we like I ended up giving the cameras away because I could have just got a light reading off the Pentax if I wanted. But we gave our cameras away, our previous cameras away. We both started shooting exclusively on the Pentax, and then every time we like taking a light reading, which is really kind of fun because it's so counterintuitive to everything you've thought of since digital, right? But I love it. And it's kind of all I want to do right now. Well, that and rest my arm.
This is so relaxing.
What part? Ooh.
The fact like we really worked on having a calm day today,
Right.
and like just sitting here making art with you is a very joyful thing.
Sometimes when you say that, I feel like you're grooming me to not go out and do something after.
No,
I know you're not. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
sometimes it
I'm
feels
sorry,
like.
it never. It doesn't.
Please don't take that as like
Yeah.
an attack. I'm just saying, like, sometimes it's like, oh, I was kind of thinking we should go for a walk later, and then like.
And I'm definitely not against.
I'm
walks with you.
I know. All I'm saying is, do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, I do completely.
It's like sometimes I wonder, like, I think everyone.
Like this is so nice. I can't imagine doing anything else with
I
you.
love that you
I
didn't make me go
love
for a walk
that
today.
you didn't make me go outside and be
Yeah.
cold.
Well, that's the thing, right? Because I have a tendency to make people go outside. That is a condition I have.
I also do like that about you.
Yeah.
Because then we're always on adventures.
Right. But like, if you're like, oh, but I don't have a warm winter coat, I'm like, show up with the warm winter coat. It's like, and those ski masks and stuff.
And
Those
like
are all really fun.
everything.
I'm in the mood for love. That'd be a better painting if I could move my arm. I did get Brabeck's painting mostly blocked in today, which was pretty awesome because for the most part, I was holding my arm up with my other arm. I was doing like this, which is funny because when I hurt my arm yesterday, it felt fine. But today it's just stiff. So it's
Yes, we're shooting black and white currently.
Yeah, black and white. And we were shooting some of the new funky films that they have that make your current camera look like it's retro, but then we got retro cameras and realized, oh, this is where all the filters come from. Would you like to see some of our photos? This is like you go to Uncle Mike's house and he pulls out the
Slide projector.
we actually have a slide. What are they called?
Viewer.
Yeah, slide viewer.
Okay, this is my first attempt at Yule Goat. I think it's pretty cute. It needs to be more chunky
Chunky.
because they did it with straw and grain.
All right, what was I saying? This is the rated PG photo book. So, see if I can just get that. It's my mom and Jessica looking at records. When we first started shooting, I think we were getting a lot more of those like really light gray tones, and now I get the gray tones more when I want them. More of my mom. And this is you shopping for shoes. And this photo turned out quite nice. I really like it. So this is all since Christmas, I would say. Shopping the first day of school off. This is right before the Christmas break because this is the field I teach in. And these are, I usually take 2 photos. Mm-hmm. Just because we're learning the camera. Train tracks by our house. Felix. This must be super boring, but this is this car they have in Wildwood on the Douglas Fir Trail. There's us walking into the power lines to get the Douglas Fir Trail. There's a kind of a burned out model something. Jalopy. I love actually when you get the end of the film reel and you get this discoloration. And here's you shooting Felix. Different days of the same spot outside the back of my school. This is what Felix wants for his book cover. Again, I tend to shoot one in focus and one out of focus, and I pointed at those backwards. This I love. Let me see if I can pull it out. So this is like Rich Teru's bad photography. Because there's perfect focus on the soap dish behind her head, but she just bleeds into nothing. And that's how I roll. This is the library across from my school, my classroom. This was a crazy crowd of people and some night walks.
Are these from the Leica? Yes.
Yeah. So romantic. Now I do have the benefit of a good-looking family. Oh, I like this. This is like how I normally focus. Getting better, and ba-bam! A little forcing. A lot of like bowl. So like we get
The
this
water
like
is so beautiful. The light on. That is even on the screen.
Happen to live on the river, so I've got this beautiful family.
Your Pentax is the new 17. No, we haven't had the 17 in a long time.
Yeah. So what happened with my Pentax is I had a Pentax 17 for half a year. Okay, this is fake smoking. We do not condone. Oh, and that's that cup you were just talking about. And there's Jess with a fake gun.
Also not real gun, yeah.
Fake smoking, yeah. Fake
real,
gun, fake smoking.
Real coffee cup.
But I shot. Okay, so I shot on a Nikon for 2 years or 2 years. 1 year.
Nikon?
A year?
Like your digital?
No, Pentax. The Pentax K2. How long did I shoot on that for? A year?
A year.
And then I got a Pentax 17. The Pentax K2 was starting to come apart. Like, I have strong fingers. And it was really old and kind of beat up. And then I bought the Pentax 17 because I really wanted to, I deeply wanted to commit to one camera and just get to know that camera. And, okay, here's this. We got a Canon
selfie.
because now that we're doing our own prints, we can do the prints here and then save a shit ton of money by not going to London Drugs. And they're very different. I think here's a London Drugs photo, and here's the selfie. Once it like the reason we've got an enlarger is we do want to work our way towards complete analog. So I'll get into that process in a little bit, but really where I'm moving is doing no doctoring and not even any cleanup on our prints. But there is situations where I'll show you a funny photo. This is just us testing the two different printers. Robin coming from the airport. I like the overblown colors that we can get just the way that the printer's set up, but you can also mute them really easily and have them look more like. And so I wanted to get a feel for like, this is what we're getting from the lab and this is what we're getting at home. And if I wanted to mute that down, it'd be no problem. But definitely somebody I was reading about was talking about how he said the photo, the negative was the script and the photo was the performance. This is my photo with a candlelight.
That is really cool.
And I was so proud of that because you and I went from like,
right, like you said, our learning curve is pretty fast.
Yeah, leaning heavily on like, well, and then the with the automatic features on a modern camera, some rooms just don't really, they are too dark, right? So it's my mom. I didn't. This is me being cheesy as hell because there's this really wild blue light underneath the underpass.
The help lights.
Well, we'd love for you to come over and show us the printing and your camera. Actually, we've started a few little camera clubs. And so if you want to trade one photo a month, you can be part of our camera club. This was just because nobody wants to know the process. But I'm going to tell you anyway. So
I think that's why people come and watch it.
We bought a high resolution negative scanner a year ago or 2 years ago because
Maybe
you had a Sprocket rocket, and you like the Sprocket rocket because the Sprocket rocket takes images right up onto the edge of the film frame. Okay. And so we wanted to be able to capture that. And every time we talked to them at the lab, they weren't giving us that. Because we scan right now, we're scanning from the negatives that we develop once it's in the compuper with my black and white. Because I grew up using Photoshop without photography.
Coffee or tea or
coffee. I'm trying to resist the urge to like manipulate my photos in any way, but in this case I did throw the purple back into the blue light there. It's like I needed to tell that story for my sake, but I didn't put any details in that would make sense to anybody. So but I am quite excited about just the way these photos are coming out. And to be honest, like when I was shooting on the Pentax 17, I bought a new camera because I needed it. I needed it to last for the rest of my life. And I had it for 6 months, and my thumb wore out the advanced lever, so it's currently getting fixed. And while it was getting fixed, and it still hasn't come back, I decided I need a Leica because I need something that won't get wrecked over time in my fingers, my caveman fingers. But this is about it's about a month's worth of shooting for us. This is my book, and Jess has a similar book. I think I shoot probably 2 rolls for every roll that you shoot.
Yeah.
Which is a little selfish of me, but
you're just more.
I'm impulsive.
Yeah.
But I shoot a lot and I love it. And then so because the Pentax 17 was half frame, we kept like reducing our costs, but we were actually also spending almost as much money on you know what I was thinking this week for people that don't know how to develop film is what if we do like developing here at the table? I know that seems chaotic to you. A fate worse than death.
And but
Next week we'll do
not
some
in
rolls.
the dark.
Yeah. We'll flip the lights out.
No, you can't. What's happening with the carpet?
Well,
You don't have to do anything.
it ain't me, babe. No. It ain't me,
You can
babe.
start bulk loading your own film.
Not there. Not gonna bulk load the film yet. We have a yeah. The film cost hasn't been too bad, but we do have one of the. Is it flick film? That was refillable. It might be right over there.
Oh yeah.
And they gave us back the canister, which I'm assuming is like the process that you. But I don't think I'm ready to bulk. I don't know. Maybe I am. Okay, I'll take your word for it. We will bulk load the film. It's only about $13 for a roll of black and white, and then the developing is very cheap, and then the printing is quite cheap too for us now that it's a little bit of detail lost printing from home on the selfie, but not so much that we can't imagine the difference. Flick film, yeah. And then I really found like the flick film and the Phoenix film we loved. Oh man, like do you remember when
I was obsessed with the Pentax and the summer skies. It was like summer and the Phoenix.
Okay, bulk loading is $7 roll. Okay, 2 questions. Is there any chance I'm going to get dust in my film and then mess up my camera? And then 2, fingerprinty. I guess that's the craft, right? All right. That's what we'll love you to teach us is how to bulk load. And you do that in the pitch black. How does it come? Like, do you get a package of just long stuff and then you measure it in the dark? I have so many questions. No one know. How do we do it?
I have so many questions. We are literally like just learning as we go. So this is wonderful.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
You get a roll of 100, and then do you split it into 25? 4? If you want to click the link, you can come and talk to us. Did I put the link in?
Yeah.
Yeah, just click that link, and then you can. Some people are shy.
Yeah.
That link right there. It'll lead you right. Make sure you're wearing pants, though. I do have the fear that one day I will invite somebody in and they won't realize that we're doing a live broadcast. Put it in the bulk loader and crank it. Crank it! Ooh, there's a machine. Sold. I am so down for equipment. Actually, we have such beautiful equipment coming. Do you have a picture of the enlarger we ordered? I wanted an enlarger. Jess got so angry at me at the thought of it. And then she saw the picture of it and she's like, ordered.
I am also a sucker for good design.
Right. Do you have a picture of it?
Let's see.
Also, we got the light meter we ordered. We were going to kind of just get by on the light meter center and get an app light meter. Here's a couple things. Apps. This is my light meter. It's got a classic mode. But we have a light meter coming in the mail. And then here's the other one. This is what we've been using with the in tandem with the viewer. We have a viewer and we use this app to, okay, here we go. This item is no longer for sale because it's in the mail coming to Rich and Jess's house. The other one looked even more like a rocket, hey?
And there's one that looks like a bulb light.
Yeah, like Jetpack Man.
Yeah.
Put it in a bulk loader. Crank. I'm gonna look up the bulk loader. There must be a machine that comes with it. Bulk loading film. It has a machine. Okay. I'm sold. Yeah, I'm doing that. And you wind it. That's 100% what I'm going to get. 1,000 years from now, when I become a great photographer, we'll have to thank you for your insights. Oh, look at here. Where's my...
Hi. He's working on.
So we have two computers, and the
Just do that one.
mouses are attached. There we go.
No.
There we go.
Hi, how are you?
Did we catch your attention today because we were talking about film?
Good.
How is your holidays? Do you guys get some time off?
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
good. Nice. Have you been able to relax?
And we got some delay in the signal here.
How much
That's
delay
okay.
is there? Here, I'll go 1, 2, 3.
Oh, geez, a couple seconds.
Oh yeah. Do you have a bulk loader handy?
I could grab one.
I love your shelves, by the way. Let's have a whole nerd. Well, okay, so Jess and I are complete novices when it comes to the photography, and you guys, we both know you as experts. So
We're professionals.
if I'm talking, like, basically when I'm talking about photography, I'm talking to people that haven't dipped their toe in yet, but we really know that you guys know what you're talking about. So now I'm feeling really humbled to see your faces. Do you have your camera handy? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. I'm gonna pop myself out. Is it taking?
So he's grabbing the bulk film loader here.
Nice.
Also, have you seen the movie In the Mood for Love? It sounds so cheesy, like a bad translation for a movie name. Kind of like Gangster Squad is a pretty good film, but like the worst name for a film ever. Where's your camera?
Over here.
Are you getting it?
Sure.
Oh.
Is that what you meant?
Well, I was gonna get them both. Can you get mine?
Just grabbing my things here.
This is Jesse's camera. Oh.
So here's the Mia 645.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Camera nerds.
Is that? Oh, that's so cool.
And I've got all the fancy films. The
Oh,
Phoenix.
yeah. The
Do
feeling.
you like the Phoenixes?
I think the 120, I like it better than the 35. This
Yeah.
one too. Oh, sorry.
It's hanging right there. I also
And
got
the Kent mirror is kind of the more affordable black and white.
How much is that?
Like not as much as the Ilford HP5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Which one?
This is my I got this one with a
Oh
also,
gosh, this is like a antique here. It's like $6.22. We did not. It's like double that now.
Oh, really?
how often do you guys shoot the film? Also, was the camera you had that was like stereoscopic, was that was a film camera, wasn't it?
Yeah,
How many cameras do you guys have?
we don't know. and I really like this one. It's very like contrasty.
Yeah.
RPX 400. Cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
We had to get rid of the rest of our cameras to well, first
For
of
our
all,
brain.
yeah, well, part of it was for the learning process, but also This is gonna sound super bushy, but I don't even know like how my other cameras feel in my hands now. Like when I got this in the mail, and it came from KEH, and then they were at the camera store right after it. They could have like brought it to me instead of making me wait for it. But then I needed to take it to Greg or Gary. Gary that doesn't work weekends. Do you know Gary that doesn't work weekends? Whoa!
That's super cool.
That is awesome. Do you have an Ektar?
I think we do somewhere.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to keep my Ektar as a backup or keep my Pentax 17 as a backup. But see, I wore out the advance arm, and it bothers me because I assumed I'd read about it, and it seemed like they might replace this plastic part with a metal part. Why they would take a camera that's like half metal and build the other half out of plastic makes no sense to me. And I think they're discontinued and they're all on sale right now. So I think somebody told me it was more likely they just swap it out for a new camera. But if that's the case, I'm going to wear through the next arm in another 6 months. So I don't think I'm going to keep the Pentax 17. We don't really resell stuff. We just give it to people. But I like it a little bit. Oh, it's hot.
Look, I'm looking at this.
What I really would like help
The
learning.
really expensive, like this. They've discontinued this like probably a decade ago. It's peel apart.
Oh, cool.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't have like a roll of film that I can't replace. It'd be like kind of like when I was short on record needles, I would just sit there and look at my record player. I like knowing that this is like you're gonna shoot it and then it's gone. What if you shoot it? It's like the best roll you ever shoot, and then you want more. I have an addictive personality. I can't think of anything worse than having. That happened recently. Well, it's what happened with my camera, right? Like as they started wearing out, it's like I can't cope with this camera that might not work in the future.
Yeah.
I actually love this M4 so much. I've not said this in front of my wife, but I love this camera so much. Part of me wants to buy another one that I could put into storage.
That's what you said about the car too. I know.
I wanted to have an extra Volkswagen
you.
as well. Yeah, like I bought this pair of shoes. They were $60 at Sears across from ACAD when I was a student, and they were like brown caramel nursing shoes, and I just loved them so much. And I wore them. I remember when I bought them and wore them out of the store. I'm like, I should buy 6 pairs of these and have them for the rest of my life, and I didn't. So I do have when I find something I like, I do have a tendency to want to make sure it's going to be there forever. The idea that like Gary that only works weekends might pass away or something or move somewhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I get my good advice from Rob Bresney every Wednesday, and Rob Bresney's older than us. So like one day he will go off to heaven and I'll be lost. My spiritual guide.
Don't worry if you can't find it. I feel bad. Oh, he got it.
In a box?
Whoa, that is a cool box. Bulk film loader.
That's
such a cool box.
Until I knew that there was a machine for it, I was like,
oh my gosh.
oh, why'd you have 3?
That is so cool.
You know what I love right now? I love that I get like obsessed with buying stuff, and I'll have like this guilt about having 2 lenses. And then I have enabler friends that have like 3 bulk loaders. Just to set a good example for my wife. I love your tree, by the way. You guys both look so healthy. Did you join a gym?
So basically, you just put the film inside the main component here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Show me a canister. Do you really use old
I'm trying
canister?
to find one that maybe doesn't have film. I don't know which one does.
You need a special canister? Can you hold it closer to the camera?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So those are just typical 100 of those in the garbage right now. Yeah.
That's amazing.
They just come apart.
Yeah. Does that screw off?
It just twists on.
Okay.
Oh.
So
This is one of
that's
the newer plastic flick film ones.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it just pops off.
That's awesome.
yeah. You know what happened?
Okay, yeah, we totally have some
We got
flip
like a
film
6-pack of like free stuff when we bought the
ones. 17.
Pentax 17.
Yeah.
Oh, did we throw it out? I think we threw it out.
Or it might be in the drawer.
Nah.
No?
And you just
I think we thought we're never doing that.
take your film and you put the piece inside here.
Wait, I'm not there. Wait.
Oh, wait.
Show it again.
Come. Oh, Kelly's here.
You close it up, and your main film's in the main compartment here.
Yep.
You put your bulk roll in here, like your 100 feet of film goes in this part.
Yep.
And then you just basically, the film sticks out the ends. And then you just take your inside of your film thing, load it in here.
Oh.
And then you just crank it.
I see.
And it just loads it onto your spool from your
And then-
bulk part. And that's all
Yeah.
there is to it.
And then is there a cutter? Like it cuts it off, so then
Okay, here's my question.
that is super cool.
No, you just you pop it open and just cut the film and take your roller out with the film in it. And it
it's
has
not,
like the little gauge on the side here.
Is there any chance that loading your own film is it going to be okay? Here's the thing.
And it just tells you how many shots you have.
Here's the thing that totally blew my mind when we started
Cool.
developing our negatives. I thought there'd be a steeper learning curve, and then we immediately did our first few rolls. It's like, why are these so much better than the lab? And maybe it's just a lack of like mass developing that happens at the lab. But will the film run smoother or not as smooth if I load it myself? Because I have this anxiety about like wearing out my internal camera if I don't do things properly. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is the
No, it works just like a normal roll.
cool.
because I noticed with the Phoenix film, they're a little crankier, a little tighter. This is my ugly lens. When I bought it from
Well, it just depends on the whatever cartridge you have, right?
Oh, okay.
Is the big thing. So
you got the cartridge, you bought it, and it's like smooth.
yeah, I've never had any issue.
What was it? I think because the Ektar is
Oh yeah.
plastic, I really didn't want to use the Phoenix because the Phoenix film seems stiffer, tended to jam.
Right.
And then when I noticed that the same thing was happening with my Pentax 17, I was like,
Here's an old metal cartridge.
hold it closer to the
Cool.
camera. Yeah.
But it's the same deal, just the ends pop off.
We have one flick film
You just
reloadable cartridge somewhere.
I didn't know that was the thing, but now it is.
Really?
Like we guessed it, but I didn't know it.
I thought it was like, don't ask.
yeah, it's one of the little flip film ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are super groovy.
Yeah.
I'm getting green thread.
What does Bob and the Eighth mean? What does that mean?
Absolutely nothing. YouTube determined it.
Okay. Because we have
Figured
this.
it out.
Do you remember Galen from the gallery? That is quite a lag.
I'm bad with names, Rich. I don't remember the names.
Well, we're worse with like online names because our friend Galen, who's been part of the gallery since we opened, was talking to us online for like 3 years as Jack Pike. We just figured out the other day that Jack Pike was Galen. And he's like, really? You didn't know who I was? He's like, we had whole conversations. So the first half of my conversation with Bob and the Eighth, I wasn't positive who you were, but I didn't want to be like offensive. And then I was so happy when you arrived. Show me some more cameras.
Yeah, I'll have to have you buy the new place here, Rich, and we can show you how to bulk load and develop and print and scan.
Cameras.
So do you have a dark room in your new place? Where is your new place?
You hold it. I can dig out some stuff.
Do you really want to be telling other photographers you have a dark room with like dinging the bell in the middle of the night?
New place is just where the old place was, basically.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Like us, we just moved down the hall.
Yeah. Moving down the hall was the worst move of our lives because normally you'd put stuff in boxes. We're just like walking back and forth, walking back and forth, walking back and forth.
I remember feeling happy when it was done. That was a happy moment.
I remember feeling really fit.
Yeah.
Like I wish I could join a gym where I just move things.
Thing in a show we watched.
Yeah. Let me see your Russian camera again. Or did you show us? What is that?
That's one of her Holgas.
Oh,
Oh, where did they go?
Go grab your spot. Have you seen? Oh.
yeah, you're right. That is exactly. That's.
Do you
so
know the
cool.
history of that camera? Is it? Am I correct that they kind of tried to knock off a Leica, or?
Yeah, it was the back of it there.
That is so.
Yeah, it's an exact copy of a Leica.
Like they're just reverse engineered it. And I guess if you're at war, you can't really sue somebody for copyright.
Yeah, because I don't. If you can see the text there, it's made in the USSR.
That's super cool.
Yeah. How close to shooting with the Leica is that camera? Because I feel like when I shoot with my camera, the photos are better than they should be. Like I am leaning on the mechanics of the machine. You are, by the way, a phenomenal photographer.
There we go.
Both of you guys.
Yeah, both of you guys.
Fun. Back in the USSR.
Do you mind if I ask you what a camera like that costs?
The Zorkis, I think they used to go for anywhere from $60 to $100.
Yeah, I just saw one for about
Sweet.
$200 on the internet. That might be actually a pretty good solution for like if we're traveling.
Oh look. Are those one of the Is that one of the cute toy ones? Like the or is that
No, that's a camera.
cool?
But I was kind of thinking with my Leica, if I was going down a shady alley and somebody
I
tried
didn't
to,
mean disrespect.
TLR. Woo.
yeah, I was thinking that if I took my Leica on holiday and I got mugged, I'd probably like fight.
But the Zorkis use the same mounts as the Leicas, so you can use the same lenses.
Yeah. What do you think about these like people that rebuild them and then paint them pretty colors?
Just to screw mounts.
Oh, that's for that would match Jess's camera. What's your favorite lens?
Yeah. Basically, the Leica 3 designs like early 1900s, so it wasn't too hard for the Russians to make knockoffs in like the 1950s.
Yeah.
Those Russians.
That's beautiful.
So,
Do you ever use a flash?
no, usually not. I can teach you how to push and pull film.
What's push and pull?
I don't know.
What's push and pull?
It's basically where you shoot, like, say, a 400 speed film, but you can push it till it's 800 speed.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. I don't really right now. So do you have a favorite photographer?
No.
So I didn't really I liked a different style of photography until I started shooting with this camera. And I actually one of the ways I found my way to The Leica was I went through like all my art history and I made some decisions on what I liked about photography. And
Yeah, that's exactly the same.
I really like Gary Winograd, and he shot with a Leica M4. And then I kept finding these photographers that shot with M4s, and I feel like I'm probably never. He's laughing. What's funny? I'm probably never gonna pose anybody.
8x10 camera.
Sorry.
8x. I don't know what that is.
Is this? I think these are 35 millimeter.
Yeah. Lower it down.
Oh,
It's the lag that's confusing.
that's what
Hold on.
it is.
There we go.
Oh my gosh, Georgette!
Wait,
Are you kidding?
you guys actually don't know how many cameras you got?
That's like a little mini camera obscura, right? Like a pinhole camera?
No, we don't know how many we own.
That's like what they had in Frankenstein.
That's beautiful.
But anyway, there's the Zorky for scale. It fits inside.
That is so beautiful. What a great collection you have.
But this is I don't know if you can see the panel there, but it's a Kodak 2D. It was made about 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Very cool.
And then the lens fits right in here, like the lens board.
Yeah.
Just fits right there. You just clip it in and the lens stays there.
Yeah. Do you have a lens for that?
Oh, yeah. I got a couple lenses for it. And then you just basically look through the back here. Yeah, I've got a couple lenses.
That image that happens in the back of a camera is so precious to me right now in the way my brain is working, the way the light, even just looking at the at our slide viewer, there's something about that quality that have you ever tried developing from negatives to cyanotype?
No, I haven't done any cyanotype work.
That's what I'm going to do next.
Done by chromite when I was in university. Like with that, we went into Photoshop, changed the negative into like the version, printed it out in the transparency, and then we expose it to the solar light on a full sheet of watercolor paper that's been sensitized with the chemicals.
Are you guys sensitizing your own paper?
No, I don't do any paper stuff.
Hey, can you do the thing where you lean and you go, "My wife's gonna show you her camera, and you better see you like it." You seen those videos?
I don't see either of them as being that aggressive.
This is fun.
I just love seeing all of your
Probably like a mounting screw or something.
Oh, pretty kitty. 2? Are there 2? Oh.
How do you like the lenses on your Zorky?
I don't have too many for the Zorky things. I think what just came with it, it's just...
Where did
What
you
is
get
it?
your...
It's a... like I have a 50-35, I think.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's what you have. A 50 and a 3.
Yeah. The anxiety I had. I spent a month reading about my camera before I bought it. And I think I
don't shoot a whole lot of 4x5 film, so, or 35, sorry.
Sorry, what did you say? Oh, you're not seeing 35 millimeter film?
No, I usually shoot 120 film.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I usually shoot.
What is it that you love about it so much?
I like the bigger negatives. Yeah, bigger negatives, better detail. It's easier to handle too.
Yeah.
Permits everything then.
How many shots per roll do you put in?
Depends which format you're shooting. If you're shooting 6x4.5, you get about 16. If you're shooting 6x6, it's 12. If you're shooting 6x7, it's 10.
Strangely enough, even just since we started doing our negatives at home, I kind of want to lean towards rolls of 24 instead of 36 because you're getting to the developing quicker, and also hey, maybe you know this. My spools are the spools. Are there different spools for the number of photos you have? Because I feel like my 36 roll.
So for the spools, if you're gonna bulk load yourself, you can roll anything from like say 5 shots all the way up to 36.
Yeah, I feel like the spools I have with my tank take the last few. Maybe the last foot is kind of a bugger to get in. So I wonder if I have spools that are designed for 24. If that's a thing. It's really funny because like Jess and I have been just like muscling our way through it and had very little a little bit of mockery, not much training, but it's crazy like what it would be like trying to learn this without the internet, you know, that might not have been possible.
Like that, I feel like that's why they had clubs and classes and stuff.
Right. 100%. Oh, here's another question you might appreciate. I also ordered a ham radio. Do you know anything about ham radios? No? Yes?
Used to. There's another fun toy. This is a Hasselblad body.
Fun. Scott Blaskin has one of those Hasselblads. Cool. Oh, look at the viewfinder. Is so fun.
This has the auto winder built into the bottom of it, so it automatically advances.
Yeah.
This is like the same sort of camera they took to the moon.
Did you
That's
show your sprocket rocket?
I don't know right now.
Do you guys have a sprocket rocket? Oh, it's in here. I just can't reach it.
Mm.
Yeah, I think we got a sprocket rocket. But the one thing I like about the medium format is a lot of it's modular.
Yeah.
So you can basically have the interchangeable film backs.
Yeah. That's neat. I think I saw a video on that camera just recently.
But it's great because you can have different types of film loaded up at once. So you can be shooting. So you can be shooting one type of film and then flip out a different type of film.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, get me down here.
This is like a half frame, 35 mil.
One of Georgette's toy cameras is a half frame 35 mil.
Cute.
What brand is that?
Holga.
Holga. Where did you get that cute Holga?
Their eyes move.
I think it's Lomo. Oh, Holga, I guess. Yeah, Holga. You probably bought it at the camera store years ago.
I have another weird
cute.
question for you. Do you ever like travel and go to camera stores? The reason I ask is
Oh, of course we do. We were in Vancouver this last fall here and stopped by Bow Photo.
yeah.
When we were in New York City, we stopped at Brooklyn Film Camera.
Oh, nice.
There's a place in San Francisco I really want to go to, and also now Portland, and then also
Blue Moon.
Right. What was the other one that we just got the enlarger from?
No, that was the one we
That was
didn't
in Toronto.
we didn't get it from
Oh yeah, that was Portland. Yeah. But we made friends. Well, I don't know if you can call them friends if they're selling you stuff, but we contacted the people in Portland. They were super nice. They're like, we're going to come visit. And they were super sweet when we finally found the.
Because they were just worried about all the shipping stuff. So
right.
So they're like, we're glad you found one in Canada.
There was kind of like a pre-warning that like.
Yeah.
Might have been about tariffs or something.
Yeah,
like.
It was about all of that. And it was pretty sweet. They're like, no, we're glad
shit's getting weird. They're like.
So like, we're glad you found one in Canada. We'll see you when you come down. Like,
you know what's interesting? Because I was talking to the kids at my school about pretty privilege. And I was thinking about this today when you were on the phone with the Canada Post, because we had a delivery. It might have been our enlarger. So we're a little bit nervous about like, what if this is the enlarger and it gets lost or
because it's Christmas.
So yeah.
Okay.
And so, but what I find is like I've even noticed when you call Visa, they're bending over backwards to help you. And I often think it's because you're pretty that people are so helpful with you. And then, but you must have a pretty voice too, because we go for groceries and the the cashiers are all like secretly in love with you. And, they look at me like I'm this monster, like you could never love her the way I would love her. And like men, women, pets, like everybody.
Whoa, it's like infinity. Look.
That is cool. Yeah. But then I hear you on the phone with the lady from Canada Post, and I can also feel them falling for you. Like, just your inner beauty shines through.
Well, thank you.
But how?
Doesn't always help get things done.
How do you make the world so agreeable? Because I'm just naturally abrasive.
Maybe you've had to fight harder than me.
Oh. Never really thought of that. Like maybe pretty privilege has taught you the ways.
Or like I take for granted if people are kinder to me.
Right. Oh yeah, there's that too, right? Because often like
if you're expecting people to be bitches to you.
Right. When we go to the airport, I'm just like, how do you know this is going to work? You're like, don't be silly. I'm like, no, like, how do you know this is going to work?
Because it's always work.
Yeah. And I'm always expecting to get the full cavity search, which is probably why I keep getting the full cavity search.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So pretty privilege carries over into your mannerisms, though. And do you recognize each other? Like, could you be on the phone and then somebody's on the other end of the phone? And you're like, oh, they must also be pretty. Because I literally thought the first time I heard you on the phone with Visa, the guy has pulled up her picture and decided she's pretty, and that all he needs to do is get rid of her husband and everything's going to work out. And I really felt like that moment of like, you're on the phone. And he's like, so, kind of like Richie the Ape in that movie. He's like, do you think you'll be with Rich for a long time? But it probably is 100% the pretty privilege teaches you to expect to be treated well.
That's really interesting, actually. That things will go smooth or things will go and won't be worked out.
Well, and I was talking to some kids that weren't in my class because we have this thunder time, and they were talking about their favorite teachers. And
there is no batteries.
I had pointed out, like, it's funny that like
it's not firing.
That your favorite teachers are always the young attractive ones, and the kids. I thought they'd be like sort of rebellious, like we're not shallow, but they're like, oh, pretty privilege. Yeah, come to think of it, they, like totally bought in to this idea and started like.
That's pretty.
Well, because they started like deconstructing their like allegiances based on like, oh, there's this, and it was super interesting how like. Because I think also like there's a lot of times when you try and introduce a foreign idea to young people, they immediately sort of like get their backs up and become defensive. Yeah, Scott Cork, we are 100% going to the Leica store in Los Angeles, and you can come with us. We will.
Pilgrimage.
We will What do I like to say? Convoy. We will come,
Convoy.
and I'll have a ham radio by then. So tell me about your experience with ham radio.
I like we're talking to their cat now.
Yeah.
Tell us, cat, about your experience with ham radio.
What on earth
Look
made
at
you
that beautiful.
decide to pick up such a quirky habit?
You can hear it purring. Beautiful eyes.
For me, it's just like I'm so sick of the digital interference with everything that I'm just really craving all things analog. And I tend to not realize things are fads until I'm immersed, and then I'm like embarrassed to be part of like the follower crowd. But then it's like, well, if I didn't know it was a fad and I saw it and decided that's for me, is that what a fad is, or is it the opposite of what a fad is? Like, I'm not trying to impress anybody.
Yeah.
I'm just interested in these things, and then they suddenly, things that haven't been available for the longest time suddenly become available again.
Kelly's little stuffy cat is talking to Georgette's cat.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
I like that. There's
I noticed that like a few weeks ago, that like I tend to like, okay, I'm obviously like trying to keep the flow, but I'm also like not paying attention to anybody. And
oh my God, look at your painting. Beautiful.
When Scott came on, he was being so sweet and gentle, paying attention to Kelly and what she was saying, whereas I think I'm quite dismissive unintentionally with everybody that's online because I'm like just babbling and painting. And I really enjoyed when Scott made time to ask questions that we probably, because of our experience here over the years, you know, having like new guests in and those conversations having from scratch.
Between the guests.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Because like we take each other for granted.
Yeah.
And get busy. And I'm trying to fight the clock to get a painting done. And it's really sweet. Actually, a few people contacted me this week to see if we're still doing the rumbles. And sometimes you'll get like oh yeah, I guess I haven't been there in a year, so glad you moved on. And sometimes it's like, look, if you haven't noticed, we've been gone for a year. Maybe you could have, you know.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Look at this.
What is it?
Oh, Kelly, you know what's really funny? I thought that you sat down and you had that costume on. The magic of television. I thought Kelly sat down and it was an alien. It was super funny. Did you 3D print that? Oh, Kelly was saying her sound still isn't working.
Oh, I'm on a camera. I'm on my camera.
Huh?
I'm on my camera.
Oh, that's good.
No, I didn't 3D print it. A friend did, but it's going to be made into mold. I have to do bowl for the lines and put clay on it.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm just working on a whole bunch of stuff.
That is very intricate.
I saw the kitty. I was like, oh, I can't bring my kitty down here because there's too much stuff.
Aww. Oh, Georgette and Andrew. I think they're doing something.
Okay. They're gone?
We hope you're good. We hope we didn't knock you off or something.
I don't think we did.
Okay, that's good. Your painting's gorgeous. Thanks. I looked up and I looked at the shadows. It's white, like painting on like white fabric, like just the shadows.
Right.
Stunning.
Stunning.
I was talking to the kids about that just before their break, like looking for the blue shadows.
Right.
Or like the different, or warm shadows, like on the yellow light, like very cool. Very cool, Kelly.
You know, I had a kid say to me right before Christmas, And it's funny because you kind of sometimes you get tired of fighting certain battles,
Yeah.
and you're just like, well, maybe that part of art is over. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
and so I had this one student just finishing a project, and she's like, "Can you just teach me color theory?" I'm like, "Can you just say that one more time?"
Repeat, please.
Yeah, like, yes, and can you ask me one more time, please? Because that was pretty amazing to hear.
You mean you're open to be?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy, like how much it meant to me to hear that question.
I love that. That is a nice thing.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if people can hear the trains that are going by. Mm-hmm. Are you having a nice time tonight?
I'm having such a nice time.
I am also.
Are you?
Yeah.
That is so wonderful.
I was actually surprised how quickly this evening's been going by.
Yeah, I looked at the time. It's nuts. I think like whenever we have these nice conversations, and like Andrew and Georgette was new to the conversation, and
Yeah. Have they been with us like every week since we started and just came on because we were talking about cameras?
I'm not sure.
That'd be fun.
They're generally get to hang out with us at the holidays.
Yeah.
So
that's
it's
probably what
really
that is.
like I feel like that was a really nice throwback because that's usually when we get to see them was over the holidays. Do you need?
I'm gonna try and find it myself. Something I'm not used to since we started doing the Isle of Roux is just how stiff my legs get sitting. And what I remember was my legs used to get so split.
The black wax.
Is that getting on my speakers?
No.
You know I'm worried about my speakers, right? Did you know that? Like I did know that. You're so helpful putting my pants away until I need them.
Am I too helpful?
Uh,
Yeah, a little too helpful.
where do you think they went?
What do you mean your pants?
Okay, that was my best guess.
What do you need?
Where's my blue?
Oh,
No, it's just where it should be.
I saw them. I think you put them with the brushes because I wouldn't have mixed brushes.
Unlikely.
I wouldn't have brushes.
Thanks. I just want the empty one. Is that this?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Unlikely. You know what else is funny?
What?
When we're talking about cameras,
Yeah.
that weird ad that's always advertising cheap viewers
Yeah.
came up, and I
Yeah.
thought it was somebody else chiming in about cameras, like cheap viewing cameras. I love cheap viewers. Ooh, actually, can I ask you for one favor?
Yeah.
Headache.
Yeah.
Do you have a headache?
Yeah. I kind of feel weird.
What do you think your headache is from?
I don't know.
Mine's from a tumor.
Oh, it's so cool.
My headache is from. I can feel my body's healing from popping my shoulder out.
Oh.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
Want to know something funny?
Yeah.
I don't really paint with color very much. Last year or so. But I had to paint with color today because I was doing Brabeck's painting.
And
I'm just using color today.
it's really nice.
Yeah. It seems so nice. Kelly, do you do Christmas presents tomorrow morning? Oh, Kelly can't speak.
Yeah.
Right? No, we don't. We just, well, the cats are getting their Christmas gifts. They get these little crinkle gifts I got them.
That's
Yeah.
so cute.
But yeah, we do. We don't really do. We used to do Christmas presents, but usually I just say, "Hey, do you need anything?" And he's like, if you can find the chocolate covered cherries, that'd be good." But they were sold out this year, so I'll have to look later in the year.
Yeah.
But I did. My mom's caregiver, she wanted to buy some resin from me, so she bought some resin, and I dropped it off today to my mom.
I remember one time, and I was so disgusted by this. I was sitting at Cafe Bino in between these two like wealthy people, and I didn't know this was a thing, but they were one-upping each other about who had the hardest life because they had to cook a meal for their servants. And I guess that's a thing, that if you're like a wealthy person and you have servants, then it's considered appropriate that once a year you cook your servants a meal. Things that rich people know that we didn't know. But it was in that moment that I realized how much the wealthy people resented having to cook for their servants. And like the one lady was put out because she had a maid and a nanny and something else. And then the other lady who won the conversation, because it was a contest, was like she had to cook for also their butler. Did you know there's people in Calgary that have butlers?
Yeah. This is beyond me.
My dad has, well, he has a home person, but she cooks and cleans for them because he can't do it.
Like my mom lives in a care home.
Yeah, it's different when it's like in like
I'm talking about like rich people that have butlers drive for them because status.
Well, I know that I've gone to the gargoyle house, and he's a really nice guy, but they've got a nanny for the kids.
Yeah, my stepdaughter's a nanny in England. I was asking her what she made because I was thinking it might be a better living than teaching. Just 2 kids at a time. Seems pretty heavenly. But yeah, no, I'm not judging people. I just I was shocked that these people were so negative about having to, the one time a year that they were supposed to cook a dinner for their servants. And also just the word servants is
Or
kind of gross.
staff,
Yeah. No, they were calling them servants.
yeah. That was gross.
Um,
Yeah, because I feel like it's different if you have a nanny. I feel like that's a little different.
well, I would think that you'd probably cook dinner for your nanny all the time.
Yeah,
Wouldn't you?
yeah, I would assume that.
Like, if
But like you said,
if
it's
they're
like
there and you're
maybe it's
making
something
dinner,
that we're assuming.
like, go eat that in the bathroom. You're cooking up the steaks and they're brown bagging it. I forgot how much I like this. Oh, who's that?
Like my mom's caregiver, she's really nice. So every time I come over, she always asks if I want something to eat.
That's nice.
And he's actually, he has to stay. He stays overnight sometimes for my mom because my mom's, I don't know, she just doesn't feel safe sometimes. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
The dementia, she's in high school years now, so 80s and 90s. It is quite a. I don't like the disease, but it is what it is. So I hate seeing my mom the way she is, but there's not much I can do.
Yeah, that's hard. Just
But
to be
I asked her about, so tomorrow's Christmas, and she says, "Oh, is there a person named Christmas?" I said, "No, Mom, it's Christmas the day."
Oh.
Or she actually asked like me one time, "Who's that?"
My family was always like that. Actually, this is funny. My Auntie Penny told me a few weeks after the fact that She phoned me up. She's like, this is like weeks later, by the way, that somebody had called her up and said it was Rich and they knew all these things about me and that I was arrested and I needed them to send money. Right. And it was just a hustle. But she was like, oh, I don't think I can right now. And then, like, I don't know, it might have been like 6 weeks later, she calls me up to see if it was me, if it was really me. And I'm like, well, first of all, if I needed money, like,
Thanks, that's funny.
yeah. But second of all, like, I guess she decided it was probably
A scam.
a scam. But she was confused because she did think it was my voice, right? So when she called 6 months after the fact, she's like, well, it did sound like you. And I was like, well, so you thought it was real, but you didn't send money. And then that was the thing that I was saying, like, even just in context of like, oh, you got to be careful. It's like, nobody in my family is bailing anybody out of anything. You know, like, you get yourself into trouble and you're getting yourself out of trouble. And that's just like that's the code. That's the Howell code.
Well, I did something nice for Viviana.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I got her a wagon.
A wagon.
A wagon so she could carry her art stuff for her.
Oh, that's nice.
What kind of wagon did you get?
It was off of Marketplace. It was a double-decker one, and it actually, you could put a table on top of it. So it secured the table. So you could put all your art stuff on top. I wrote, it was a cool one.
I went through
Very
several wagons until I found the right one. And what I found was I kept buying better and better wagons, but they kept giving out in the same spot, which is the front wheel. The front wheels always gave out. And
Maybe we're harder on our stuff.
well, for sure I'm hard on my stuff, but I kept buying more and more expensive wagons, and they were better and better quality everywhere but the front wheel. And every single time I'd be pulling them down the street, and then the two back wheels were on an axle. The two front wheels were just like pins that went upwards. So every time.
The one I got her was a U-line one, and then I have a U-line one too, and they seem to be good.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Because their wheels, they rotate, so I like that.
Yeah, that's really nice.
So she was a little shocked, and then I felt bad because her son bought her one. I was like, so sorry.
Was she wishing for a wagon that two people?
Well, no, we were talking about it, and she said, well, I need a wagon, but I can't afford it. And I said, oh, we'll have to see about that. That's all I said. But she didn't know I was going to get one. This just kind of surprised her. I showed up motive, and I said,
Kelly, I tell you for a fact, and I know this, having two wagons will not be a problem.
no, I said you could use one for something. Yeah. What?
When you're not using the wagon, you could store one wagon inside the other wagon because they're collapsible. But she's not going to have a problem with having too many wagons.
No.
This is not the artist's life. The artist likes many wagons.
Yeah. Well, I've had to put all my paintings in a bin because I have too many paintings.
Yeah?
Yeah. I did sell 3.
Did you get a wagon then?
I have a wagon already.
Yeah. And then you use a bin as well?
I use a bin, yeah. I put the bin inside the wagon.
Yeah. I thought I was all binned out, and then we started developing film.
Yeah, I have bins all the way around in the basement here. So I've got something like, so you know those bins you buy at Canadian Tire, they're stacked on top of each other?
Yeah.
So I took the tops off them and I hot glued them together so I could make them bigger.
Oh, nice.
There's a whole bunch of them, and they're actually holding paints. And now I'm running out of room for paints because each one is completely full up to the very top of his paint. I have probably 5,000 bottles of paint, maybe more. I've lost count.
You know what I would caution against that is that is it liquid paint?
It's acrylic.
Yeah, it'll dry out.
No, they're all sealed. I have a bottle that I've had for 10 years, and I use it, and it's still okay.
Mm. We used to get a lot of donation stuff at the gallery, which was nice. But what would happen is I have like a whole room full of oil paints. And I have another whole room full of gouache. And then I have a whole room full of um, watercolors and acrylics. And I often don't get to my acrylics and my watercolors because I'm trying to use up the gouache before it hardens. And then, at least with the gouache, when it hardens, you can sort of reanimate
Realive
it.
it.
Yeah. But the acrylics dry out. And when your oils dry out, then you really know you have too much paint, you know?
Yeah, this is one of the drawers. There's all paint in here. It's my favorite color.
Yeah.
It's the red neon.
That is nice.
But I would hold off on buying more paints if you have that many paints because
Well, I don't buy them. I only buy the ones I run out of. I've got probably duplicates of everything anyways. And then I've also got it's kind of, they're hidden behind these, but they're called Color Shift. They're more expensive. These guys are, well, that's not that. I think it's, yeah, these guys, they're like $7 a bottle.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they used to be like 2. Now they're 7.
Yeah.
But I like them because I use them for everything, right?
I have a $50 tube of
Cad red?
I was gonna say indigo.
Oh, yeah.
That's like the size of half my pinky.
So
Yeah.
this is very expensive as well. It's $30 a bottle.
Very nice.
I have very little amount left.
That's always what happens.
There's nothing. Oh, there's the other one. This one. Electric blue.
Oh, yeah.
That much left of it.
That always happens with like the color pencils and anything. It's like the colors you like always go down fast.
I do find stuff like that's on sale. Like this was at Michael's. I got it for 50% off.
Oh, that's nice.
Kelly, have you got a plan for when you're old and the paint?
I'll be painting.
No, I mean like
Just that's your time to use it all. That's
no, I don't mean that. I mean like you know how like so a lot of the paints that we would end up with came from like people that were like their health changed and all of a sudden they had to clean out their gallery. Do you have a plan for like where your paints are going to go when you can't paint anymore? I mean really old, like 170 or something. Like do you have a plan for that?
Oh, they'll go to an art place. To a kids thing.
nice.
Kids that do art. That's like the same thing with the molds and stuff. Like there's all my resin. That's only a part of it. There's more down there, and then more stuff there. But yeah, I have like my place right now. It's full of that whole place over there in the corner. That's all full of canvases. And then over on the around there is all bears and stuff. Like I'm trying to clean up, but it's just when you have so many molds. Like, give you an example. There's all my molds. So I have abundance of molds.
Holy.
Let's get the cameras out of the paint.
I have a lot of too much stuff. Too many molds, too many micas, too many everything else.
Lots of stuff, right?
I ended up actually, I thought, if you ever need a really good mask, Rick, if you're doing any grinding or something, I got this. It's Canadian. So,
Yeah.
it's called Air Force. So it's got a special, so you can kind of see the micas on it already.
Nice.
But it's really good. You can put it on, you can talk. And it works really well with the mic.
Something that I didn't know about for a really long time when I started using masks was I would often think that I had the right mask, and then it wasn't until I was like later on finding out that I was using like the wrong filters for what I was doing. Have you ever had that trouble where you suddenly realize, oh, this is a great mask, but
That's why I bought that one. It's got the really fine mask for the mica particles.
Right.
Nice.
So you're double checking all the details with the.
Because I was just using a regular mask, like a K95 mask before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like we all kind of do that, eh?
Yeah, but I find that this one, since I switched, I can breathe a lot better. I was kind of getting like a little bit of an anxiety from it too, from wearing a K95 with it.
That's fair.
But yeah, for the holidays, I plan to do more painting of mica and get it in like more color combinations with my resin art and the bears. Like I'm trying to do color combinations with these guys. That's the bear, the hard to see it, but if you see the light, it hits it,
Yeah, yeah.
switches.
Yeah, totally.
So I'm trying to do different combinations of different chameleon powders together.
That's cool.
So I'm trying to.
Hey, you know what's really neat about Andrew?
What?
Is that when we mentioned we're getting an enlarger, there wasn't any of that poo-poo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that they just started showing us their cameras.
Yeah.
It's like,
Because I feel like sometimes people get a little territorial about stuff like that. Like, I remember we kicked that guy out because he came in for figure drawing, and we were playing. You were playing your sax, and I was playing my plastic trumpet.
we're just playing.
Yeah, we were playing, literally having fun.
Literally playing.
And he walked in like an hour early, and he's like, "If you guys are gonna play that, then I'm leaving." It's like, "Well, we don't need
Bye.
you." Like, yeah. And then he didn't leave. It was so weird. It's like, no, like we put on a community figure drawing, as in the movie, like affordable figure drawing. And this guy was like, "Oh, well, I'm here now. You can put your stuff away." And I was like, "No, we open at 7." And so he was such a turd. And then he started lecturing us on like, he's like, "Oh, what kind of music are you interested in?" And it's like, "Well, lately I've been listening to jazz." And he started giving me that pitch, like, "Oh, jazz is the hardest music to." I wasn't planning to become Dizzy Gillespie, you know?
Yeah, like I don't have a gig booked. I'm not like
Yeah, and like, but why would you shift so quickly to like poo-pooing on an interest we had?
especially in a space like that with art, like everyone was welcome to come and make art. And it was supposed to be that inclusive space, and then it's like that attitude is a funny attitude to have.
I spell spry.
SPRY.
It's so anxiety filled when we have to pick stuff up, or like today when we had something kind of dropped off. Canada Post called us to say that a package was ready
for pickup. I'm like,
for
what the
delivery.
heck? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, ready for pickup. I'm like, that is not what I said. What do you mean?
Yeah.
But everything is fine.
Yeah. No, it is. Truly. Kelly, I made a painting for my friend Rob Raybeck, and to be honest, it's probably a year since I painted. Like, I'm painting right now, so that probably sounds weird, but like full on, like big, large painting, and I wasn't sure where my skills would be at, so kind of killed it today.
It's beautiful.
And
I'm so excited.
well, I thought maybe I kind of was expecting to be rusty, if that makes any sense.
Well, not like I can ever.
And I was like surprised how not rusty I was.
It's also fun because he like seeing your work from like school perspective. He's like, oh yeah, he like you can do cool like cityscapes and like whatever, but it's like you haven't seen Rich Taylor do like portraits. Like that's the thing I wish I could like.
It's like also
So beautiful.
as a graphic designer, as a copywriter, when I was in advertising. Hopefully Laura's not online, but I find from my previous life when I was doing graphic design and stuff, a lot of my friends and neighbors and the people that employed me would joke, you don't always get the art that you asked for so much as the art that you deserve. So Lori always got the art she deserved because she treated me so well. And I remember I was working with her on a magazine, and I think those were the last days of people making livings doing what we're doing. Yeah. And so, you know, a lot of the work I got from her was like work that like sometimes she'd pay me like 3 times as much as I thought it was worth. And sometimes it was like, hey, can you help me out? I need this job done. Yeah. And I remember this guy who like grabbed me on my private at an art opening. It's not okay. I know. But he also like gave me the like here's the worst part. I'd have a studio and I really needed a studio. Like there's probably like decades in my life where I didn't have a studio. And I really needed a studio, but I didn't have money for a studio. And this guy was giving me all this kind of like Big Daddy life experience. Like we're just chatting at a party. He's giving me all this good advice. And he also made it sound like he was going to give me free studio space in his house. And but then he groped me. Free, quote unquote. Yeah, right. And I remember I was so naive. I was like, I wonder if I can make this work. Like, like if do I still get the space? After I said no, don't grope me, I was like, do I still get the free space? Oh. Yeah. But I remember him giving me the advice I wasn't charging enough. And I think I had the intuitive sense that Lori would pay me what she could when she could. Yeah. And sometimes she would arrange for like a client was paying her a lot of money to do something that wasn't that complicated. And she would call me in, and that was great. And then other times, she kind of like, well, there's not really a huge budget for this, but do you think you could help me out? And I'm like, yeah, I'd love to. So I just said yes to everything with her because she was so good to me. Yeah. But also, I remember like these kind of like snootier older generations that are like, like actually Theo would have worked with those people too, like with all of his cutting Ruby and stuff. Yeah, printer stuff. So it's interesting just how like my openness to try things out. Well, I haven't done this yet. It served me quite well in life. Yeah, you end up with such. Did I tell that story right? How did I get into it? Oh yeah, so this fellow was telling me that yeah, that he wanted to mentor me, and there's lots of space in his house for me
quote unquote mentor you.
Do some painting.
Quote unquote.
And like strangely enough, his like he had a pitch, right? And his pitch was Theron Fleury lived in his house for a while. He used to also bill at hockey players.
That's creepy.
Yeah, well, because that was like before Theron Fleury came out with the abuse. But I do wonder how many times I just naively sidestep some of those situations. Like,
it's like knives coming at you. You're just like walking.
Didn't really pick up on the cues.
I could see you being kind of like almost like Mr. Bean, like just smiling, and then all of these things like going past you out of intuition and kindness, like
maybe a little more like Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
And not in a good way. Like, you know what? There was around that time, Canada Post. Around that time, all kinds of things actually. Some things are Canada Post, and some of them are going to be couriers. And I think there was one summer where I grew up like 5 times that year, and I think it was just a different kind of business mentality because I was used to the art world where everybody was so respectful of spaces and then when I sort of moved more into like the business side of advertising and design, well, because this older guy's offered me a studio. Out of the blue, he just reaches out and grabs me. And I remember, you know what I said?
What?
Just guess, like guess.
Oh, hello.
No,
Please don't put your hands
I said, that's mine. And he might have swatted his hand away and just kept talking. Like, nope, that's mine. And I think like maybe it was like years later before I stopped and thought that was strange, because I think it used to happen so much that like, but I do 100% know that a lot of those things would sort of strike me years later, like oh, that was weirder than I remember it to be. And then looking back going, maybe I should have been more, clear about my intentions. Like, I think maybe like it might have even come off as like misleading the way I like calmly just like, nope, that's mine.
You are like, so like, because I think you feel malice. So.
Right. There was no malice. It was just like, guy wanted to help me out. Actually, there was a guy at the gallery like that too. I got a sweater. It's like my favorite. What happened to that sweater?
It's here. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm sorry to you.
I love your colors.
Thanks. I'm borrowing them from what was that again? My new favorite photographers. I can't remember the name.
That pulsing is really hypnotic.
Yeah. There was something else that happened like that recently. Oh, you know what it was?
What?
This is awful. I didn't tell Kevin. So I thought the band was doing like really avant-garde movie soundtracks.
Oh, yeah?
Because it just sounded like kind of like trance music. And I was actually so impressed that Kevin got his orchestra to play trance.
That's really interesting.
And I almost went to hunt them down and just tell them it was amazing.
This is so cool.
Right? Because I do that a lot. Like,
Yeah.
actually, like, I think one of the reasons I have a relationship with the band kids is that I actually stay behind after school to listen to them.
Yeah.
And then when they know they're really like nailing it, that's when I'll often stop by. I'm like, can you guys play that again? And then I think they're just like, like a lot of with teachers, the kids are so like territorial and what's the other word for that? Like, not territorial, but like like if you're in the shopping mall and you tell some kid not to screw around, they're like, you're not my mom.
Yeah.
Like kingdoms.
Loyal.
Like it relates to kingdoms somehow. Anyhow.
Loyal servants.
I was thinking of going and sticking my head in going like, wow, you guys are really doing something that nobody else is doing.
Yeah.
And I didn't get around to it a few times in a row, which might have been like me subconsciously not making an ass out of myself.
Yeah.
But I ended up going down to the office to make some coffees, and it was still going, this trance music. Guess what it was?
What?
They're like rebuilding the elevator. and it's just a guy drilling a hole through the concrete, and he's been drilling it for like a week. And so there I was thinking that they were doing this cool trance
It's
music.
very
and it was just-
avant-garde.
yeah, like really edgy. Like, wow, that's really super edgy what you guys are doing. And then it turned out it was just the workers.
Oh man.
I know, right?
Well, I think that's something a good thing to push for is like trance.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, my nose.
Chiefdoms. Is there another word that relates to chiefdoms? Like, if you're really into chiefdoms, is there a word for that? Like, really, like when I was saying territorial?
I was thinking fiefdoms.
Sure. But
But
is there a word that describes people that are very loyal to their fiefdoms?
Like, no, I don't know. I know what you're saying.
Did we finish One Night in Miami?
Yeah.
That's such a good film, man.
Yeah, that was good too.
We have to finish Malcolm X.
Yeah.
That was heavy going from One Night in Miami to right
Oh.
to Malcolm X.
Yeah, but that Malcolm X is so long that it's good to do in 3 sections.
I have to do all the films in 3 sections, and then what I really find is I only really want to watch the part where you meet the characters and they start to develop the stories, because by
Yeah.
the time the chaos ensues, it's like I don't really need more chaos right now.
I'm good, thank you.
I've got enough chaos right now, just waiting for my packages to arrive. Also, like, how long did that movie live in your head? The
Chinese one?
Yeah.
Like, it's still there.
right?
It's so, and
Yeah.
like, oh, I was gonna look up if it was Nat King Cole, what music
was.
they used.
It
Yeah.
was.
So beautiful. Like the mashup of things that they used was perfect.
Yeah.
The imagery, the time frame that they were focused on, the songs, the music, the like zone, the fashion, the shots.
The fashion and just the lighting. I think the timing was good for us too, though, because it was so.
It was so
like,
cinematic.
yeah.
Like the see, it's like I get overwhelmed by how much beauty is in the world, and then I'm like, I love that you just keep discovering new things.
Me?
The people, like if you like
Say
you
me.
said, if you specifically,
You know, I
'cause
want you to say me.
you.
Because a lot of times when I'm onto a new obsession, there's some resistance at first.
Okay, so you specifically, because there are people that go through life and that they think, oh, I won't do that right now. Or like me, I would say, I don't do that right now. I won't do that right now. But like,
How do
then
I
you-
respond when you're like, no,
then
we're
you
not going to do
miss
that
out
right
on
now?
everything. And I really love that you just go for it.
Yeah.
And then you go down rabbit holes of like, of photographers. I mean,
I like that I'm starting to recognize when I'm hyperfixating. Because I used to have anxiety about hyperfixating. And now I'm like, you know what? Like, this isn't going away on its own. So, like,
dig in.
we're on strike. We haven't eaten celery in 2 months because it's like a luxury item. And I bought both you and I cameras that were, 2 months rent. And it's like, I got to the point where I was like, my life isn't going to get better on its own without this camera. I'm going to get the camera either way. It's not like a passing fancy. You have anxiety about showing up to the camera store too often and they're going to think we're like being creepy. I have anxiety that we don't show up often enough and they think we're going through some like phase, right? Like, I don't think either of us really cares what people think of us, but when we do care,
We care deeply.
and for the complete opposite things,
Reasons,
right?
yeah.
The one thing I wouldn't want anybody thinking about me is like, oh, that guy's just having a bit of
just a fad.
yeah. It's not a midlife crisis. It's like, oh, okay. Not gonna lie,
And just so I feel that.
I haven't painted in color in a while.
That's beautiful.
And there it is.
Oh, you are so good.
Well, okay, couple things. We had friends over to come see my artwork,
Yeah.
and when I laid it all out, I'm like, this is good, but it's all blue. And I haven't used color in a while. And I think that was also partly why I was wanting to get to Raybeck's painting.
Plus, we had time.
Right, we haven't had time lately. But
Whoa.
do the people
Sorry.
at home see our mouse when it's in the screen like that?
Our mouths?
Mouse.
I can see the mouth.
What?
I can see your mouth.
Mouse?
Mouth.
Are you saying mouth?
Mouth. M-O-U-S-E. Mouth.
I don't mean this, though. I mean, like, do you see the cursor? Is what I should have said.
Oh, no.
Okay. Isn't that funny? We've been doing this for like half a decade, and just tonight was the first time I'm like, is my cursor sitting in front of the screen for everybody or just me?
Just you. Because I can't see it. My computer's doing a backup. Well, it's reinstalling because I lost the sound.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think it was after an update, so I'm just doing a reinstall.
Yeah.
But because it's on Wi-Fi, it's taking forever.
Feel the feel of the sheep for
Yeah.
this from
These
right.
are the new keychains I'm doing, and they take, well, I'm having a hard time getting them in the little hole right because it's off to the side. I could bend the thing, and I don't want to bend it that much. But they're cool. They're little
Very cool.
bottles. I've never done bottles before, so I thought, oh, I'll just do it like, and they have sparkles on them.
Very
I
sparkly.
have to hand paint every single one of them.
They're very lovely.
They're like a witch's thing. You need to have your bottle with you.
They're very cute. That's very cute.
There's only 6 of them. Try new things. Yeah, 4 days ago it was my birthday, so I was like, "Yay!"
Happy birthday!
What day is your birthday?
December 20th, 5 days from Christmas.
It's Robin's mother's birthday today.
Oh,
And then my mom's birthday was yesterday.
Yeah.
or December baby.
December Capricorns.
Yeah.
I'm a January.
I'm Sagittarius. I'm on the edge.
You're on the edge?
Yeah.
You're right on the edge, the 20th.
Yeah.
Do you pick and choose? Like you
No,
read your, do you ever read your horoscope?
sometimes, not always.
Do you identify more as a Sagittarius or a Capricorn?
Sagittarius.
Yeah. I don't like any of the things that they describe Capricorns as, but it is me.
My mom's Gemini.
Oh yeah? That's nice.
My dad, I think, is Virgo. I could be wrong. I can't remember.
My sister's Virgo. She's very Virgo.
My birth sign's a disease, so I have no pity for anybody.
No, that's not. It's based on the stars.
Yeah, but so is the disease, I think.
Krabby Crab. My little Krabby Crab.
Well, maybe my dad's character. I can't remember. The crab.
Cancer.
Yeah. I think he is. I could be wrong.
Are you doing a lot of markets?
No, most of my stuff, the resin stuff, is all in Motive Art Academy.
Nice.
But for markets, I won't. My first market is the 3rd week in April, which will be Calgary Expo.
Nice.
I'm taking. Well, I have a procedure in January, medical thing, and then it takes me a week to recover, and then taking all that time off, and then in February I go back to the gym because I've been sick. You guys sound like Jeff, you sound like you're gotten the cold.
Yeah, my nose has just been plugged, but I think it's just been plugged with blood because it's so dry.
It could be sinuses too. My sinuses have been, when it's really cold like this, my sinuses, they don't like it.
Yeah.
Felix Felix had a nosebleed the other night, and when I woke up to like a massacre in the bathroom.
You know how you can stop that if it's so dry? My husband puts Vaseline up his nose.
Yeah, actually, that's what you said too, Vaseline.
Yeah.
I need to get more, actually. I usually have some on hand, but I don't have it.
I can't do that. I can't put Vaseline with my nose. I don't like anything in my nose.
I can feel that. As you said that, I was like, I could feel
Yeah, it's like, because you just like, oh, it's good. I don't like. I had a couple days ago. I was grinding my teeth, so they did the dentist, and my nose was all frozen.
Yeah.
And it's the weirdest feeling because you're like, oh, I can feel my nose, but not quite.
How'd that get out of my butt?
Well, this feels weird, right? So,
It is.
and you're touching your nose, and you're like, what the heck is that feeling? Like,
Yeah, you can't
you
feel
want
it.
to sneeze, but you don't.
I know.
I hate it when it goes farther than your nose and it goes up into around your eye.
Yeah. But it's also nice that it like they froze you so you can't feel it.
Oh yeah. Well, the one time I fell asleep when they were doing a root canal on me, because I felt so like because they got the freezing good, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of relaxed. I'll just fall asleep
How
now.
many root canals have you had?
Oh, 8.
How many
Oh
teeth
my
you got?
goodness.
I have only I think 10 original teeth left. Everything else is all root canal. They're all yeah, they're all crowns. I lost most of my teeth because of celiac disease.
Oh, that's stressful.
So I have like a little bunch of gaps and stuff. So when you have a cough drop, it gets wedged in there.
I was watching. We were watching Where the Wild Things Are, and there's sort of a theme that runs through that film. There's like reoccurring themes that run through that film, and one of them is like the anxiety that young people have about losing their teeth.
Yeah, the monsters talked about it, hey?
And the kids.
And the
Do you want to sing us
I
a
would
song?
love to. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna sing a song for thank you so much for joining us, Kelly. That was really nice to see you.
I did have my sound fixed, I hope, by next time.
Nice. And thank you so much, Andrew and Georgette, for joining us too. So this is Christmas. And what have you done? Another year over. A new one just begun. So this is Christmas. I hope you have fun. The near and the dear ones, the old and the young. A merry, merry Christmas and a happy new year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. And so this is Christmas. And they go, war is over.
I'm rooting for war.
For weak and for strong, if you want it. For rich and for poor ones, war is over now. The road is so long, and so happy Christmas. For black and for white, for yellow and red ones. Let's stop all the fight. Felix Theroux.
Hey, buddy. We're on the live feed.
Oh, sorry. What?
Do you want to join us on the live feed? I'll just send you the link. We're about to go off.
We're
Just
just
click
going
in for a
off.
second.
I'm on a going into the car.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's
we
up?
love you.
I was just wondering if I could be at your house on New Year's.
Why don't you come over
of
now?
course, New Year's. We always go see the
Yeah, I know.
fireworks.
Are you saying, can I not come over till New Year's? Or are you saying, can I be here on New Year's?
I'm just saying, I am at your house on New Year's,
You should
right?
come over now. Yeah.
Okay, goodbye.
Love you. Teenagers.
Teenagers.
What if something bad were to happen to Rich? Good night. We love you.